Hello, everybody, and welcome. I'm Eric. See, the past few days I've been thinking about all the struggles we've been going through lately. Thinking about why is it that people are struggling so much with their finances, people are struggling so much to find love, people are struggling so much to have a good group of friends. What is that stuff? Why is it that we are struggling so much to find that peace within us? And I came to the realization that the reason we can't find that peace within us, that we can realize or make real those things that we want, is because we are putting our attention in the things that are outside of us. We are putting our attention on a fantasy. I'll explain to you in a second. When I was little, for a moment I realized that I came to the awareness that the people on TV didn't look like me. That the people on TV were blonde, blue eye, whatever. The guys were square jaw, handsome guys, whatnot. And the women, the long hair, the blonde and stuff, cutesy. And they had these mansions, they had these beautiful houses, and I'm like, I don't look at all like me. And then I looked around me where I lived, and I noticed that the people that looked like them, meaning the white people around me, also lived well. So inside my little mind, I say, okay, so if I am to live well, I need to be white, and I need to have blue eyes, and I need to have a square jaw and straight hair. And I didn't have it. So in me, all of a sudden I started hating myself because I didn't look like that. I didn't like my skin because I was brown and I wasn't white. I didn't like my hair because my hair was curly and it wasn't straight. I didn't like my face because I had a round face instead of a square jaw face. I started hating myself. I didn't know better, but I knew that my life didn't look that like the one they presented on TV. It didn't look anything like it. Excuse all the noise as I'm talking to you, but just please pay attention to what I'm saying and not the noise, because I'm in the park and it's pretty noisy out here. Anyways, let's continue talking, and I hope you can find some help in what I'm saying. What happened to me, what happened with me when I was that young, is the same situation that happens to 9 out of 10 people. Meaning, we tend to look for the things outside, for the things we want outside of us, instead of inside. Why? Because that's our culture. We've been led to believe that what we want is to be an actor, to be a singer, to be an athlete, to have the mansion, to have the pool. Is that bad? No, that's not a bad thing. That's a good thing if that's really what you want in your core. But we don't know what we want in our core. Why? Because we spend too much time paying attention to what's outside. So how do we fix that? Marianne Williamson said that what we need to fix is our sense of self. Our self-esteem, our self-worth, of self-love, or self-confidence. We tend to think that those are different selves. So we want to fix one and then the other one and then the other one. When the reality is that they're all one thing. And as you fix one thing, the other things are going to get in line, because we are not separate things, we are just one thing. And it continues, and we continue to go on and on and on looking for things outside of us. We want peace. We bring ourselves to the Himalayas, we bring ourselves to India, we bring ourselves to China, we bring ourselves to Malaysia, wherever, to Bali, looking for peace, as if it was over there. We want love. We look for love in the tarot reader. We look for love in the horoscope. We look for love in when we are that thing already. You know, we're looking for something outside that we haven't lost. Understand? It's like a friend of mine a few days ago. He's looking for his glasses and he had the damn glasses on. It's like, Erica, have you seen my glasses? And I'm looking at him like, what? Have you seen my glasses? Man, I can't find my glasses. Dude, you have the glasses on. Oh man. Oh, I was so scared. I thought I lost my glasses somewhere. No, you have your glasses on. On the same token, we look for things outside of us that are inside. So how do we fix that? How do we fix our sense of self? Well, first of all, you need to stop. You need to shut up. And that's one difficult part, because we don't want to shut up and we don't want to stop. Pick one situation in your life. Pick one situation that you've been struggling with. Could be finances, could be love, whatever. Just pick one situation. And pay attention to what has been your story with that situation. What are the things that you've done in order to improve that situation, to reach your goal in that specific situation? Again, could be love, finances, whatever it is that you want. Most people want exactly the same thing. They want the love, they want the money, you know, they want a beautiful house, they want the stylish life. See that if those steps that you made make sense for you. If they do and they give you a result, well then, shit, continue. If they haven't given you the result that you want, then it's time for you to do exactly the opposite of what you've been doing. What does that look like? Let me give you my example. In my life, I was never a God person. You can ask my mom. I was never a God person. You know, I was raised Catholic and so forth, but I was never a God person. I'm like, you know, I was more on the scientific side. Show me evidence that there's a God. I don't have any evidence. God, that force, whatever, made sure that I was beat down and out until I realized that, you know what, I've been doing things this way for so long and it hasn't worked. I'm gonna release all this stuff. I'm gonna release my pain. I'm gonna release my struggles. I'm gonna release all this thing that I feel and I think it should be to that thing I call source. Again, call it source, God, prana, energy, whatever the hell you want to call it. You know, just whatever name you call it is fine, because the name is not important. What important is what it is. The moment I did that, did my life change? You're damn right it changed. I went from having the need to push and to fight, because no, I'm a fighter. I was born a fighter. I fight for the things I want. Yeah, you gotta fight, you gotta fight. Instead of continuing to fight, I said, I'm going to relax. And I was able to relax for the first time in my life, to the point that I even went to a restaurant and I sat with my back to the door. Me sitting, listen, I grew up in the hood. I grew up in Panama, in one of the worst neighborhoods in Panama. And when I came to the US, I was living in freaking Harlem when it was guns and drugs and all over me. I have to be alert. But I was able to relax. For the first time in my life, I was able to relax. And with that, so many other things. When I felt desperate to get my business going because I wanted to teach people about the goodness of life, I couldn't, because I wasn't living that goodness of life inside me. It was a lie of life, really, because it wasn't, what I wanted to say wasn't congruent with what I was feeling and what I was living. So it changed. I did the opposite of what I was doing. So how does that work for you? Think about if it's God, if you think that God works for you or energy or that stuff, do it like that. When I say surrender, it means that I wasn't gonna fight anymore anything. That I was gonna have faith, and I didn't care if the world fell apart. I was gonna trust that I was gonna get the help I needed, and I did. So I believe in miracles. You're damn fucking right, I believe in miracles. Look, again, I was the show me the evidence kind of person. Now I say, fuck it. I believe. More than believe, I know. Because when you believe, you're still not totally sure. I don't believe, I know. So, find what works for you. Make a change for one day, like dieting, just change your eating just for one day and see how you feel. And then for another day, adjust as needed and see how your life changes. It requires patience, and it requires you to pay attention. If you're not willing to do that, you're not willing to change your life. Let's continue until the lambs become lions. I need my lambs to become lions. I'll see you on the next video. Ciao.